Power 93.7 WBLK. I'm Yasmin Young inside the 2 to 6 takeover, joined today by Franchelle Parker. She is the executive director of Open Buffalo. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, you guys are doing something really exciting. You are looking for emerging leaders. This is your 2020 program. Before we get to who you're looking for, give a little background on what the Emerging Leaders 2020 program is.
Sure. So Open Buffalo launched the Emerging Leaders Program back in 2015, and we heard from people in the community that the number, in their opinion, one of the number one things that was really missing to be able to create advancements in justice and equity in our community is new leaders, right? And where do new leaders come from? They come from our community. So given the necessary mentorship, support, training opportunities to build up a new cohort of emerging leaders that are dedicated to social, climate change, racial justice, and equity in our community. So that's what we've been doing since 2015. And I think in 2020, we're seeing more so than any other time in our lifetime that we really need new and emerging leaders in our community from the grassroots level all the way up. So that's what we're doing.
So who would be the ideal candidate? Would this be a college student? Would this be somebody who's the leader of their block club? Talk about that. We get asked that all the time. The Emerging Leaders Program is not just a program for young people. It's wherever you're at in life. You could be in high school. You can be a retiree. Our youngest participant was 17. Our oldest was 71. Oh, wow.
So
wow. That's a range.
It's a huge range, but that's some of the beauty and power in the program, that we're creating spaces for intergenerational learning, right? Open Buffalo isn't saying that we're coming to teach you everything. There's a lot of learning that happens in the space as well. We've had fast food workers, we've had nurses, teachers, lawyers, every walk of life. If you have an interest in doing community organizing, doing work on the grassroots level, so yes, our block club leaders, our students, our people that work in and outside of government. We've had DJs that have gone through the program. So anyone that really has an interest in improving Buffalo, improving their block, we want to work with you. So there really isn't an ideal candidate.
Got it. Okay. So for those who are interested, you're going to be holding a virtual information session coming up on the 16th, which is on, I got to think about what day it is because they all start running together. So Thursday.
It's Thursday.
So talk a little bit about that and how people can get involved in that.
Right. So really it'll be a time to meet the Open Buffalo staff and board and ask questions, right? What does a training program look like in this new Zoom online training space, right? I think that's something that we're all trying to discover together. And what will happen? When will our city open back up to collaborative space? We don't know. But we are dedicated to making sure that the community still receives the necessary skills and capacity building in order to move forward. Just because we can't meet up in certain places doesn't mean that the work stops.
Right.
So we are dedicated to making sure that folks have the necessary skills. And on Thursday, we just really want to answer those questions for the community. Just to let everyone know, the training program is 100% free. So that's one question that a lot of people come, but just let you know right off the top, it is a free program. But any other questions that you might have about the time commitment of the program, necessary resources that you would need, now is really the time to bring those concerns to say, well, look, like I don't have Wi-Fi to be able to participate in the program. So really thinking deeply on like how we co-create a space that everyone finds accessible and that we get the most impact out of the program. So, so we just want to open it up for a community conversation, answer questions that folks may have, and get to know the Open Buffalo team.
So do people need to pre-register? And if so, where can they do that? Or should they just show up?
They can go to our Open Buffalo website. You do not have to have already applied for the program in order to participate in the info session. But if you have already applied, that's great too. You can find all of our information at the Open Buffalo website, openbuffalo, all one word, .org/leadership development. And there you can find the 2020 Emerging Leaders application and also more information on the info session. And we will send you a Zoom link that you can click on. But if you have other questions, you can just email a member of the Open Buffalo team, and we'll answer that for you.
All right. And I've got that information on our website just in case you missed it, WBLK.com, or tap that app. Franchelle, thank you so much. And I hope that you guys have a lot of good folks show up for the virtual meeting so that you guys can really do some great work in the community.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your support.